When Jesus sent 70 of his followers on mission, he gave them clear instructions. Seek your host's well-being. Eat and drink whatever they offer. Meet people's needs. Share the good news. Since 1814, American Baptist International Ministries has been sending out followers of Jesus in the same way. We have been guided by the wisdom of Jesus' instructions to the 70, even as the way we do things change to reflect shifting political, economic, and social realities in the world. International Ministries has made changes to help match churches and individuals with meaningful opportunities in global mission. Hundreds of churches and individuals are now benefiting through their active involvement with international missionaries as part of missionary partnership networks, also called MPNs. This relationship-based model supports missionaries with prayer, encouragement, and resources. They enable U.S. and Puerto Rico churches and individuals to be part of God's work through our missionaries.
Of children rings throughout this small campus. Yet, the classrooms are silent. At the Deaf Biblical Ministry in Dimapur in Northeast India, 60 hearing-impaired children are learning about the love of Christ through the study of American Sign Language. Most of these children came from Christian families, but they never received the gift of the gospel because they couldn't hear. In 1987, Reverend Yanger Walling and his wife, both lifelong Baptists, heard the Lord's call to serve hearing-impaired children and founded the Deaf Biblical Ministry as a private Christian school. Today, it is funded by the Indian government and has been recognized as Best Institute by the President of India. The children, ages 5 to 25, learn self-sufficiency, independence, and work skills. Agatu, the Deaf Biblical Ministry, is one example of the tremendous influence that local Baptists and American Baptist missionaries have made on educational, health, and social services in Northeast India. During the past 175 years, Baptists founded numerous hospitals, schools, and social service agencies, including the Deaf Biblical Ministry, in communities all over Northeast India. Today, the government of India celebrates the contributions of these ministries and, in fact, provides either partial or full ongoing support to continue their vital services. Thank you for your prayers and
American Baptist Home Mission Societies has been bringing church to the people for close to 2 centuries. Missionaries like John Mason Peck, Noah Davis, and later on Joanna P. Moore preached the gospel, established churches on the Midwestern frontier, and ministered among newly freed slaves, teaching them to read and write. Their rich legacy of spreading God's good news through developing disciples, building community, and working for justice by fighting inequity continues as the ministry of American Baptist Home Mission Societies today. Programs that build healthy churches are helping congregations find new ways to bring the gospel to neighborhoods and communities throughout the United States and
American Baptist churches and the Home Mission Societies has always been concerned since its inception with children in poverty, with communities in poverty, with people who are economically challenged, who are challenged in their limitation to resources or secure housing, safe communities. That has been a priority, a justice priority for American Baptist Home Mission Societies.
Among other ministries that seek equity and justice, 17 Christian centers related to American Baptist Home Mission Societies in cities throughout the United States and Puerto Rico fight every day to overcome the limitations that poverty puts on children's lives. The overall American Baptist Home Mission Societies works for justice in many ways, from advocacy and education to Christian center support and development of programs like the Missional Church effort in Portland that changed its neighborhood in such a big way. Sometimes, however, the fight to overcome inequity occurs in the most unexpected places.
In American Christianity now, even in my lifetime, we've gone from being pretty much a majority culture, where in the 1950s, a huge percentage of the American people went to church on Sunday morning. Now we're down to, statistics tell us we're down to about only 17% of Americans still actually worship on Sunday morning, regularly. Those Christians can still have impact for the same reason, that the gospel of Jesus Christ is about the power of God, people lining themselves up with the power of love to overcome hate and goodness to overcome evil, and changing the world with that love.
Surely American Baptists, filled with the power of God's love, can change the world. Developing disciples, building community, working for justice. That's the point of it all. Hand in hand with local churches and American Baptist regions, American Baptist Home Mission Societies is bringing church.
International Ministries short and long-term missionaries work in Africa, Asia, and Latin America to help fund rural clinics to teach HIV/AIDS prevention, to train healthcare workers, and to care for people in Christ, grow in Christ, and change their worlds with Christ.